everyone, my name is Abdiboyeva Marjan. I choose the topic Cryptography and Ciphering. Cryptography is a method of protecting information by using coded algorithms, hashes, and signatures. Information may be in storage, such as a file on a hard drive, transmission, such as electronic communication between two or more parties, or as when used for commuting. Cryptography has four main goals. Initially, cryptography studied methods for encrypting information, the reverse transformation of an open source text based on secret algorithms or key into ciphertext. Traditional cryptography forms a branch of symmetric cryptography systems in which encryption and decryption are performed using the same secret key. A cipher from French cipher, digit from Arabic cipher zero, system of reversible transformation that depends on some secret parameter and is designed to ensure the secrecy of transmitting information. In cryptography, a cipher is an algorithm for performing encryption and decryption, a series of well-defined steps that can be followed as a producer. An alternative, less common term is encryptment. To informer or encode is to convert information into cipher or code in common parlance. Cipher is synonymous with code as they are both a set of steps that encrypt a message. Cryptography and ciphering types: Kaiser cipher, Wigner cipher, block cipher, playfair. Kaiser cipher. The action of a Kaiser cipher is to replace each plain text letter with a different on a fixed number of places down the alphabet. The cipher illustrated here uses a left shift of 3, so that, for example, each occurrence of E in the plain text becomes B in the ciphertext. The transformation can be represented by allusion to alphabet. The cipher alphabet is a plain alphabet rotated left or right by some number of positions. For instance, here is a Kaiser cipher using a left rotation of 3 places, equivalent to a right shift of 23. The shift parameter if used as the key. When encrypting, a person looks up each letter of the message in the plain line and writes down the corresponding letter in the cipher line. Ciphering in reverse with a right shift of 3. Plain cipher. Plain text: the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy cat. Ciphertext: look. Binary cipher. The binary cipher is a method of encrypting alphabetic text by using a series of interwoven Kaiser ciphers based on the letters of a keyword. It implies or a form of alphabetic submission. To encrypt a table of alphabets can be used termed a table rasa, Wigner square or Wigner table. It has the alphabet writing out 26 times of different rows. Each alphabet shifted quickly to the left, compared to the previous alphabet corresponding to the 26 possible Kaiser cipher. For example, suppose the plain text to be encrypting is plain text, K, and ciphertext. Decryption is performed by going to the row in the table corresponding to the key, finding the position of the ciphertext letter in that row, and then using the columns labeled as the plain text. For example, in rows L, the ciphertext L appears in column A, so is the first plain text letter. Text in row E, the ciphertext X is listed in column T, so that's it. T is the second plain text letter. Cipher playfair. The cipher cipher uses a 5 and 5 grid of letters and encrypts a message by breaking the text into pairs of letters and shaping them according to their position in a range, wishing that grid HI becomes BM. The pair HI forms a rectangle, replace it with BM. The pair DA is in a column, replace it with OD. The pair AG forms a rectangle, replace it with XD. The pair OL forms a rectangle, replace it with NA. So continue. The end. Thank you for attention. Goodbye.